Hey everybody, my name is Jason and I'll be reviewing the Tonewinner AD-7300 version 2.0 power amplifier that powers 7 channels at 180 watts per channel at 8 ohms. Damn, that's a mouthful, but that's all right. I must thank Amir from Summit Hi-Fi for sending me this amplifier. I actually paid for this with my own money. I also want to give a shout out to Barrett at Spec of Tech. If it wasn't for his review, I wouldn't even considered it. I think his review was very interesting. If you want to see his review and unboxing and overview, link will be in the description below. I'll make sure I do that. So shout out to both of them. I kind of want to give my take on it for the most part. Maybe some things that maybe he didn't cover. I think he did a great job. Ain't too much for me to do, but I'm definitely going to take a shot at it. One of the things I will mention, like I said, I actually ordered this from Summit Hi-Fi USA. One thing I like about Summit Hi-Fi, or actually Amir in particular, you mentioned every time you mention Tonewinner amps or Summit Hi-Fi, then Amir comes up, who's the is the owner of Summit Hi-Fi, or one of the owners, I think. And one thing about it, my buying experience went like this. As soon as I paid for it, I got like a phone call like 5 minutes later from this dude from Canada, thanking me for buying his receiver, and it was Amir. Super nice guy. And I asked him a few questions. I think I talked to him like 2 or 3 times. I asked him what was the difference between 1.0, 2.0, all these different things of the different amplifiers. So, and then I talked about my upgrade path, and he's very knowledgeable, very patient. He don't try to rush you off the phone. So all the good things you've heard about him is true. So now I'm gonna talk to my American listeners, people down here in the U.S. You think of Summit Hi-Fi. Let's say you did like I did, and you looked them up, and it was like, man, I don't know, man. Everybody that reviews on this stuff is all from Canada, or they all in cahoots and all this stuff. Look, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't know none of these cats. I don't know Barrett from Spec of Tech, who did an awesome review on this. This is one, like I said before, that's one of my reasons for even buying this amp, because I thought his review was very excellent, and I'll definitely link it in the description below. So shout out to him. And there ain't a whole lot on there. So I'm from, like I said, I live in Missouri right now, so I'm straight up in the Midwest. As you can tell, I ain't from Canada. You can tell how I talk and everything. So I'm not from Canada. I don't know neither one of them. So if you were kind of on the fence of ordering something from Summit Hi-Fi, they're not shady or none of that stuff. So you have nothing to worry about. And I will say Amir is very honest and upfront. So you can ask him anything and he'll pretty much tell you. It's just rare. Only reason why people have pause, it's rare that you run across somebody that actually does good business and ain't trying to upsell you on everything or trying to screw you over or anything like that. So shout out to Summit Hi-Fi and shout out to Barrett from Spec of Tech. Without further ado, let's get to this unboxing. All right, now I got that bad boy undone. Let's see what's in this box. So this is the power cord. There's one thing about the power cord I was wondering about. Let's see what it is. Yep, so you get the power cord. Now one thing about us, the Americans, you was wondering if it was a 3-prong, do you need an adapter or anything like that? You do not need an adapter. So if you live in America, United States, where we have our plugs, the 2 3 holes, you got that. And you also have your, 12-volt trigger cable. You have that. Side. Instruction manual. Looks like this thing might all be in Chinese. We'll find out in a minute. Alright. Let's see. Okay. At least they don't make it too complicated to get to it. It's wrapped really nice. I can already tell. It's back. Out the way. Well, let's see here. Let's see if I can get this bad boy out there. There we go. Bam. Ain't nobody got time for me to watch me fiddle faddle with this crap. Oh man, this. Oh man, looks even better in person. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, here's a view of the front, a better view. Looks like you get your VU meter, which I don't have it plugged in right now, so hot in here. It got warm the other day and my cheap ass won't turn the air on. Here's the back of the unit. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. Nice gold here, let me get you a closer look. Nice gold plating, looks really nice. Look at that. Look at that. XLR inputs. You have your switch to switch between balanced and unbalanced. Longer switches than I thought. Your fuse, your power cable. I was trying to see if all this was in Chinese, but it's not. Actually, everything's in English, so that's a little different. I think that was something that's different in the 2.0 version. So yeah, just like you were aware before, it comes from China. But what doesn't come from China, you know? So that's my little brief unboxing. If you want to see a better production value unboxing, check out Barrett from Spec of Tech. One of the questions you might get asked when regarding the Tonewinner amp is that, like I mentioned before, this is version 2.0. You know, the one Barrett, I think the one he reviewed was actually the 1.0. This is the 2.0. Now, the difference between the two, you know, people, pretty much the only difference between the two is power delivery. Like, for example, if you've ever, and like I said, I'm going to refer to Barrett a lot because I thought his stuff was pretty good, and that just saves you a bunch of time or whatever. Plus, you know, I believe in giving people props, you know, that deserve it. So, one thing he had mentioned that the 5-channel version of the amplifier, that's the 5-channel, is actually newer than the 7-channel. And one thing he had mentioned is that the sound was just a little bit better. He preferred that sound better than the 7-channel. Well, the reason why that is because the 2.0 actually has better power delivery. It has more efficient power delivery. It just kind of handles power a lot better, and it should produce a better sound, from what I understand. You know, that's what my research got there had uncovered. That's actually what Amir had also told me when I asked him. You know, so that's pretty much the difference between the 1.0 and 2.0. And I think just a few minor differences on the back. You know, everything's like damn near full English on the back. So that's about the only difference between the two. So if you're wondering what's the difference between 1.0 and 2.0, it all has to do with the power. So in the review, I'll be pairing this amplifier with the Denon X4500H using the pre-outs on the back. In the beginning, I'm going to start off with a 5.1 setup, then I'm going to move to Dolby Atmos. I think I'm going to do both in the review, just kind of see how they sound. Is there a difference? Because I've been wanting to experience Dolby Atmos, which I haven't been doing, so I'm really excited about it. I have speakers coming in for that. I hope in the review I'll cover some things that may not have been covered in other reviewers. Like I said, there's only very few people are covering this amplifier, so I definitely, you know, I feel honored to be able to be in a position to where, you know, I can review or let you know, guys know, so you guys can make an informed decision. I do plan on upgrading in the future, you know, buying a pre-pro, go separate, so however I decide to do it, you'll see that as we go along, so just stay tuned to the channel. Thank you guys very much, and I hope everybody's having an awesome time. Take care.